Warning, this podcast contains spoilers.
Hello everyone and welcome to the E20 podcast for Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This is Season 5, Episode 20, The One Who Will Save Us All. I am your host Jacob. I have with me Rachel. And down there, that's Chrissy. Hi.
Hello.
And Moni.
Hello.
I have to shout out to Kyle, who graciously informed me that it's Graviton, the character I was trying to think of. That.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like they, fucking put the name right there on our
It
TV.
was mentioned, we mentioned it when we first saw the guy get sucked in, professor get sucked into him. And that was, how many seasons ago?
Yeah, but it wasn't.
I do remember.
And we never brought it up again.
As soon as I saw Kyle's comment, I was like, "Oh my god!" And we talked about this when Gravitonium was a thing the first time. It's like, oh shit,
taken this long. See, they planted that seed. Season 1, episode 2.
That was episode 2, really?
I went back to watch it. It was in episode 2 or 3, and they never brought it up again until now. But when that episode aired at the time, people were having all these theories, like, oh my god, like this is this character Graviton.
Yeah.
And people thought is he gonna be like the villain, or like what? Is he gonna, team up with the with our agents? And they never did anything with it. They never mentioned Gravitonium again. And they're bringing it back. It's a completely new character, though, a character that I love, and I'm not liking this.
I'm crying. I'm very upset.
Yeah, I don't know. It's different, and
I can fix it.
They can fix it.
They
also allude to exactly how the Earth did get torn apart, kinda. He wants more Gravitonium, and he was told that there was more on Earth. So I'm pretty sure that's probably how it got torn apart. He was trying to get more, and it ended up splitting the Earth.
Well, we're messing with things that we don't understand. We should stop that. We should stop.
And Cassius' dad being in that total asshat.
Well, I think we expected that, didn't we?
Well, we did expect
Tarian?
that. Yeah, he's like something like that. He's like planting all these little seeds, and he's playing up to his up to Talbot's ego kind of right now, because Talbot kind of thinks he's invincible, that he can do all this stuff, that he can't be beat, and so he understands that he's playing up to him, trying to get on his good side, saying, yeah, you're the badass, you're the best, you're the da da da. So trying to catch him off guard, and he's a smart guy. It's the same thing Cassius does. Did to all those people that he was, when he was selling the Inhumans, he would play up to their egos.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like father, like son. And that might be why he didn't like his son, because his son was just like him.
Well, his son was just like him, but we're led to believe that Tarian was a, good warrior. Like, we're led to believe that he could fight. We haven't seen it yet.
He fought with words, it seems like, and right now he's very reminiscent of Cassius.
Yeah, but the way
we haven't seen much more of him.
Yeah, the way they made it seem in the future is that Cassius was a disappointment because he wasn't a warrior, because he was a coward, which he was. We saw that.
Well, his dad could be a warrior, and his dad could be retired, and he sits on the council or whatever you want to call him, kind of thing.
Yes, the Confederacy. We meet the Confederacy.
Oh my gosh, they were so full of it. It was not even funny. Especially that female one. She's just talking down to him. He's like, "You're forgetting. You're taking into account that you think I'm human," and he just crushes the guy. Or he absorbs him, and she's just looking like, "Holy crap!" It's you might not want to piss him off.
I couldn't figure out what the race of the green guy was.
I don't know.
I looked at him and I was like, "Is he a Skrull?"
See,
he looked very lizardly.
Yeah, the Skrulls are very the Skrulls, they have like these they have these pointy elf ears in the comics anyway. They have pointy elf ears and they have like Thanos chin.
But I seem to remember them having like the eyebrow ridge spikes like this guy had.
Yeah, but also they can look like whatever the fuck they want.
That's also true. But I looked up, I went to the wiki for this. They gave the names of 5 of the races, but not the 6th. So, the Calusians, the Rajakas, Astrans, Remaranth, which are the Marauders, and the Kree.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm only familiar with the Marauders and the Kree.
Yeah.
I don't...
yeah, me too. I looked up the other 3. You know, one of them has, like, the ability to manipulate metals, like a low-level metal manipulation. One of them's a ruthless warrior race, and the other one, yeah, they're like minor races in the comics.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no Watcher.
The 6th one was like another race, and we're like, I'm like, that's helpful. Thank you.
Thanks.
The one that is gonna die. No, I'm familiar. Yeah, there's some alien races in the comics that I'm familiar with that I don't know who these ones are, and if they have shown up like in anything major, I wouldn't know because they're probably insignificant.
I took notes today.
Well, that is good.
I don't know. This whole episode was kind of confusing, so you never,
I just recently got very fascinated by all of these alien races in the MCU in general, so I just started writing them all down.
Well, we've seen a lot of aliens in this damn universe.
We have.
And not only in the movies, but on this show, and then on other places, and fucking the Chitauri, and the Things, and the Krees, and the other pink Krees that they still haven't brought up yet. Because, like, I have this, my headcanon is that the pinkish Kree are, like, they're the lower class of the Kree, which is why they're servants to the Collector, and, like, the blue Kree are, like, the higher class.
Are we
and,
sure
like,
those were Kree?
Well, I'm pretty sure they are, because in the comics anyway, like, they established they're pink Kree that look more human, that can pass as human. And as I think in the interview with, like, whoever the actor was who, was part of the Nova Corps in, like, Guardians of the Galaxy, he said something about, like, they had that end scene with him and his, like, daughter and wife who were those pink aliens. I think he mentioned, he's like, yeah, they're Kree, which is why he had to keep his family a secret.
Oh, yes, okay. Yeah, no, actually, I was thinking of white Kree, but the pink Kree are the white Kree.
Yeah.
I got confused. Never mind. Go on.
So I have this whole headcanon, like,
headcanon.
Second-class citizens, and so, like, there's this whole, like, race allegory where, like, the blue Kree are, like, superior, and they keep the pink Kree as slaves. Because the pink Kree are slaves. We've seen them only as slaves.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I thought this whole episode was a little... Everything was, like, kind of... It just felt like it was all mashed up. Like, they were, like, took bits and pieces, clips of everything, and just threw them all together.
Well, you know what I like? I like how... Because we have Hale back in this episode, and she's actually, getting all buddy-buddy with Coulson. Yeah. Trying to, like, calm Talbot the fuck down. Again, don't like this, that they have to do this, but whatever. But you can see she's very distraught over Ruby.
Yeah.
For those who don't remember, Ruby died because Yo-Yo killed her.
Yes.
I like how Ruby's death has consequences, and this is what I asked for when it happened. Those episodes ago, I think it was like 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
I want to see the repercussions of Ruby's death and the fallout of the team because Yo-Yo killed her. And we do see that in this episode. But I wasn't even thinking about Hale's reaction because, like, to me, like, Hale, Hydra Lady, I just assume she doesn't have feelings.
Oh, she had feelings.
Yeah, she did. And
she tried to turn. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. You could really see in this episode how she finally just let go. How all these years she's been working towards something, and now that she realized it was all for Ruby, but that can't ever happen. She's kind of like let go of that Hydra ambition.
Yeah, but then she tried to turn Talbot against him by, his little brainwash shit, and he crushed her.
Well, no, she tried to calm him down by using the brainwash shit, which I knew was not going to work because now he has 3 other minds in there with him. Which I find it absolutely hilarious that these, like, chattering imbeciles, Talbot takes them into his mind and he's just like, shut up and sit down, we're doing this my way, and it works. Right.
But yeah, I don't know. It wasn't one of my favorite episodes. I actually kind of spaced out on some of the some of it. So,
well, I liked it because I like seeing like the consequences of a certain somebody's actions, and you're on timeout by me anyway.
Yeah.
I still love you, but you get a timeout. Go sit in the corner and think about your life. And we did get our MCU tie-in a little bit.
They mentioned Thanos.
No,
that
but like
way more than I expected.
They just mentioned him, but like I like to think. See, I haven't seen Infinity War yet, so I don't know. So I don't know what happens to the Earth. But I like to think that because there's a theory that like the invasion that was going on back in the episode with like the underground bunker and whatever, that was like going on during the events of Infinity War with the Thanos coming down punching people in the face. I don't know.
Almost. There's the beginning of the movie can be like, I'm not going to spoil it. Don't worry, guys. The movie can be broken up into like 3 sections. And last episode happened, I think, in the very beginning of the first section.
Okay.
And my assumption is Infinity War takes place over a period of either 12 or 24 hours. So it's not that long, but all the stuff that's happening in these episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is happening very quickly and right back to back.
So is it like similar to like this isn't really much of a spoiler as story wise, but like is this like events of like Infinity War? Is the actual Infinity War over in the course of the 12 or 24 hours, much like how the Age of Ultron was more like the 7 days of Ultron?
I will choose not to comment.
Okay.
I don't know how to phrase it in a way that's not going to be spoiler.
Okay. Because like the way you said it, it sounds like, well, that ended quickly.
You guys can talk about the movies all you want because I haven't watched any of them.
I'm going to take a page out of the actors' books. I'm not going to say shit. Okay. But I have to say to
2 days.
I have to say to everyone who's watching our podcast, who's watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., watch Infinity War. Like, if you don't want Infinity War spoiled, watch it before the season ends, because I have a feeling the tie-in's not done.
This is the most they've tied in a movie to this show ever.
Nope, not ever. Winter Soldier.
Well,
the first and best tie-in to the show.
And probably the only one we actually wanted. And Lady Sif, who didn't have any impact on the show.
I wouldn't call Lady Sif a tie-in. That's a cross.
It's a crossover, but they tied her in. Okay, no, let's do it.
I don't know. I just feel like this feels more like they're trying a little harder than they usually do.
And I think they are, but I think this tie-in's not a one episode tie-in. I feel like we're gonna get a bit for the rest of the season, which
I like
only 2 more episodes.
Yeah, I mean, I would like that because like if you're gonna end it with a big boom, a boom bang, because like that's what happened in the greater Marvel universe. Infinity War is like an event, and it's what we've been leading up to, so you can't just ignore it in this show, because like I know this show like has been separate lately, but fucking politics and logistics aside, nobody cares, Kevin Feige, about your boohoo wambulance, Coulson is alive, I don't like it, whatever the fuck, just fucking deal with it, okay?
Yeah. I mean, they're trying to save.
You're already tanked Inhumans. Like, just give us one thing.
We're not going to talk about Inhumans. We're not going to say that name anymore.
Ever again.
No, too bad.
The whole them still trying to save Coulson even after Yo-Yo told them. This is kind of pissing me off.
Yeah.
I mean,
especially when
and they got into a fucking fight over it. Like literally,
and
powers beating the shit out of each other fighting. I'm like,
and then Daisy goes in and tells Gemma, because she's looking at that brain of the, what's going on. She wants to know what this vial they have is, and that's something they need to figure out because all of them have it. And she's just like, you need to work on this. You need to work on trying to save Coulson, and hands her over the centipede thing. And I'm just like, no. No.
No, she has something much more important to work on. Sit down.
Because it seemed like every single person that was on the ship has that vial. I mean,
yeah.
So it's like if all of them decide at once to take that fucking, you guys are all dead.
Yeah. It's hard enough to beat one berserker.
Yeah, right. And to figure out what exactly it is would be amazingly good for them to know. Science, where did it come from? What is it made out of? What exactly? She's looking at the brain because it's obviously affecting the brain. So,
well,
she's doing her science thing, but Daisy is just like all about. She's focused on saving, more so saving Coulson than saving the world. It seems like at this point.
Priorities, right? And it's interesting. She opens up to Deke this episode about Lincoln, about her mother.
Well, at least she has her mother in a bag.
Oh my god! Yeah. Yo-Yo's reaction was the realest.
In a bag. I know. Yo-Yo's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This is not from the Halloween store.
How long ago did her mom die? Her mom's body should not be that decomposed.
Her mom exploded.
Well, what? Because
did she explode?
No, she didn't explode. She died in her dad's arms.
No, her dad cracked her back, her spine.
Yeah, he broke her back. She didn't explode.
Okay.
Her body should not be that.
Either way, it was 2 years ago.
She was supposed to be because she was supposed to be dead already, right? Because she
yeah. Oh, you think that's sped up?
So maybe when she's dead,
it just sped up.
Yeah, because maybe.
I guess it could. They could go that route.
Maybe her age caught up with her. Maybe
she's turned to dust or turned to bones, I should say.
But either way, she has her mama.
I don't know why I thought it was an explosion. I don't know.
No, but yeah, it's just. I mean, I do like the fact that she opened up to Deke, and I like the fact that Deke actually told her that who he was, and she was just like, "What?"
Yeah.
That explains a lot. That's why you and Fitz, yeah.
You're both uncontrollable douchebags.
But I do Deke always puts in a little bit of comedy in this whole entire thing, especially when Fitz was trying to give him a high five, and
it's like, no, why? Yeah, he thought he was gonna slap him in the face.
Yeah, and how he wanted to talk to Daisy when she was on the comms coming back, and he was
put,
just
a dozen lemons on her bed.
Yeah, and she's like, some weirdo put lemons on my bed, and he's just like, yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. Must have been Fitz.
This is gonna be a thing now.
He's so cute. He's like a cute little puppy right now, and it's adorable.
Yeah, I'm just a little.
And she doesn't know. I am sad too, but she doesn't know what to do with it because she's never had everything. She's kind of had to work at having people, you know what I mean, in her life. She went after so and so, or they didn't really come to her. But he's going to her basically hey, I'm interested in you and stuff. And she's just like, I don't know what you're doing.
He did not use those words. He did not make it clear that he was interested that way in her. And she is oblivious to it because Deke doesn't know how to express it, and
he's expressing it the way that he knows how. In the future. When they put lemons on your bed, that means you like the person. But she doesn't know that. No. Who was it? Is it Fitz and Simmons know that, or was it?
It was Fitz and Mac.
Mac, that's what I was gonna say.
And they were both like, "Yeah, we totally still do that. You should get a dozen lemons."
I know, right?
Or we did that before, rather. Well, we have strange customs nowadays. It's you pick dead plants and give them to people.
That's true. It's not so weird when you think of it like that.
Far off, you give someone fruit, you could actually, make stuff.
Exactly.
So maybe, it's not so weird when we think about it. It's probably the better thing. Just a bunch of lemons. Hey, do you want to make a pie? That'd be great.
A lemon pie.
Lemon pie. Ooh.
Meringue or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I just like lemon pie.
See, he's smart.
I like key lime pie too. Anyways.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Yeah, so she's completely oblivious. She doesn't know. he's hopeless.
He doesn't know how to express himself. And I think if she actually would stop and think about it and stop and quit thinking that, just one track mind, she would know. He may be doing things a little differently, but it's painfully obvious.
Yeah. And I mean, you're right. She's got her head up her ass in terms of the Coulson thing.
Gotta pull it out.
But at least she, got some of her feelings out. So maybe that leaves a little room for self-reflection.
I think the feelings thing is her actually going and digging up her mom. I think she had feelings about that, and she's not letting anyone know. Yeah. I mean, how can you not? I mean, she found her mom after all these years, and her mom taught her how to use her powers and was, all incensed the mom she wanted her to be or what she thought a mom should be. And she was, to a certain extent, until she just went kind of that crazy. But just like her dad, he was the dad she wanted to have, and to a certain extent, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so she connected with her mom though a little more, just because of that whole, teaching her to channel her powers and all this other kind of stuff.
I think.
So digging up your mom is not probably the easiest thing in the world for her.
But you did it.
Oh, my mom's still alive.
Well, lucky you.
No, she did it.
She did it.
But no, it must be her relationship with her parents is strange, but I think for a while she did have a good relationship with her mom more so than she did her dad. I do think because when her dad wanted to be in her life, she was not having it.
Because he was crazy at first, and she was sane at first, and then it turned out she was really crazy, and he was trying to help her.
Yeah, he was still crazy though, but
you're right.
They both had problems. They needed years and years of therapy, and then our therapist turned into a monster. So
but see the difference is that I think Jiaying, her priorities were with protecting the people, because her community that she made, those were her children. So I think her priorities were more with her adoptive sort of children, and not with Daisy, where her dad his main priority was always Daisy.
Well, I think in a certain extent, yeah, but I think she used those adoptive kids as a substitute for Daisy.
Yeah, and
that makes sense.
Yeah, and she was going to kill Daisy, which I think which shows that her cause and these people meant more to her than probably Daisy did.
I don't know.
And I only
she had
think
a warped sense of what she wanted.
I only think it's because when Daisy wasn't following her mom, that's when she turned on Daisy, because all these other kids who she brought into her life were following her. Speaking of mothers and daughters, Hale's dead. No, Hale's dead.
Yes. Hale got crushed it.
Crushed it.
Crushed it.
Gross. I don't
gross. They animated the blood spurt more for Hale than they did for anyone else that got crushed, and I was.
I don't like this.
No.
See, I don't like when. There are certain types of body horrors that I don't like. Saw I can handle, but when things don't go the way they're supposed to, that's what freaks me out.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was really. This is the most sounds really weird. The most blood we've seen. It's the most visually graphic ways that people die, and this is the most we've seen on this show. It's really kind of disturbing.
That is true.
Blood bags of Daisy's blood at one point. So.
Yeah,
but this is
but not seeing someone being crushed into a ball, you're crumpling up a piece of paper. That's what basically it reminds me of. Excuse me. But just like someone just crumpling paper.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't know. Right now, I don't know where Talbot starts and the other voices begin. He's taking on personalities of the other people in him.
Yes, he is, because he absorbed The alien.
Yes, he did. And
He
so
didn't crush him like the others.
he observed the alien. So he's taking on, because they said that alien was always the wisest. So he's like, all right. But yeah, I mean, he's if you notice every once in a while, it's just I was noticing throughout it's like the little personalities of the people that he has absorbed. So the two in his head, and then the one he did absorb, those personalities are coming out in him.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Talbot has a
kind of weird. So it's like Talbot's actually losing who he is. They might be also amplifying the general side, the actual, the military side man, a little more than the humane, because we don't see very much of Talbot, the man, the family man, the father, the husband, stuff like that. We don't see that. We see the other side.
Yeah. So, and he's also got this God complex now.
Oh, yeah.
Not only is he like, I can fix anything, I can fix all of this, but he's like, I am Earth's mightiest hero, and I am better than all the Avengers, and I can beat Thanos by myself. And it's like, honey, that's hilarious.
You know who kind of talked like that? What's his face? The guy that shot Daisy, that he absorbed the second guy.
Oh.
I can't remember his name. That's what reminded me of. Because he always talked about that, like he was the best, and he would never get caught and stuff. That's how he talked. It was
fuck. They mentioned his name a few times.
Yeah, like he was God's gift to women kind of thing. Oh. And that's how he was. He was like that. He was very self-assured and very ego-driven.
Yeah.
And so it makes sense that he would start saying stuff like that, especially if he's giving these voices in his head time to speak and time to shine. I mean, almost like, dual, like all these personalities. He's like, okay, well, you would fit at this point in time to talk. So guess what? You're up next. Okay, now we're doing something with science. Okay, you're up next, kind of thing. I think he might be giving them time to speak, kind of like coming out. And so, I mean, that's just my take on it. And that's how it felt like, because it's like almost every single time they talked to him, it was like a different person almost. It was the same person, but it was different. Confusing, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
So.
I mean, it's not the route I think they would take with Talbot. I just thought Talbot was just going to be like comic relief, and like he wouldn't go anywhere in terms of like a character arc.
No one expected this.
No one did, and that's why I don't like it. Because, like, I mean, I'm all for, like, Talbot, getting a story arc, but not this one. I don't like it.
Yeah, last season.
I don't like it. It's good. It's good. And it's making me feel things, and that's why I don't like it, because, like, I like
Talbot. Feel negative things.
But that's the point. That's why I get it. But it's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just, like, I don't like it, but that's the point.
Talbot's original arc from opposition douchebag to working with S.H.I.E.L.D. to getting shot was even to, like, the brainwashing was really interesting. And I mean, him becoming Graviton, that is...
Yep, that was, like, something I wasn't even excited.
I can't even imagine where his arc will end. I feel like he can't leave this season.
I hope he doesn't die.
I feel like that him and Coulson need to die together.
That'd be nice. But no, because he has a son, and his own little inhuman son, and then he's gonna, like, talk about his son. He's like, I know, like, so, like, I see. I also picture this in my head. I have a lot of headcanons with this show, so I picture this. So I think Inhuman is like an allegory for like what the X-Men was in like X2. That like it's like a gay allegory where like the parents say to and like, have you tried like not being a mutant? And it's like it's genetics, you asshole.
Yeah, I kind of can't.
So I feel like Talbot was like that in the beginning towards Inhumans, but when his son became an Inhuman, he's like, oh my god, I get it now. These are like people, and and it's really sad. And so I want to see him and his son like I still don't know what powers his son has, but like when his son like comes into his powers, like they play like catch, and like his powers go awry. He's like, it's okay, it's just they're not like sporadic, little attacks. They're just little episodes, okay, and it's part of you, and it's great. And then we have like cute little father son moment. It's gonna be awesome, but we're not gonna have that because he's fucking this thing that you made him into.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think, I don't know. I just hope. It sounds really bad. I just hope Coulson dies.
Well,
we're done. We're so done with him right now.
It might sound bad, but like, we are led to believe, and I'm sort of mad at future Yo-Yo for being so fucking vague. We're led to believe that the loop will be broken if you let Coulson die. So wanting to break the loop is not a bad thing. Wanting Coulson to die in order to break the loop, that's not a bad thing.
And Coulson knows he's dying and doesn't care, and he doesn't matter. He's like, he wants to. He knows it's his time. He knows, because I mean, he's handing over the reins, and he's
trying to.
He's trying to, but he, and then no one will let him. He's like, dude, what are you gonna? What's gonna happen? Like, if you did save him
again,
what then? What are you gonna try to save him when he's on 98? When he's lived his life?
I mean,
what do you have to? I mean, comes a point in time when you have to let him go, and he's ready to be let go. He's ready for everyone to let him go, and he was ready to be let go a long time ago.
Yeah,
but he's done all he could, and he knows it, and we could tell that he knows it. I mean, they chalk it up to him being reckless and stuff like that, but no, he knows that it's his time.
But he's also being reckless.
Yeah, he is being reckless because he knows it's his time.
Yeah. I don't know. We have 2 more episodes.
Yeah. Next episode 21, is called The Force of Gravity. It's a sequel to The Shape of Water. Because there's no synopsis, so that's what I'm going to say.
Yep.
Oh, do I have one? Daisy's future as the destroyer of worlds could take a critical change.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, that doesn't even sound like a proper sentence.
So not The Shape of Water is what.
Not The Shape of Water. Unfortunately, I was really looking forward to that sequel. I haven't even seen The Shape of Water.
The sequel where they have little fish babies running around. They create like an underwater city, and it turns out it's a giant prequel to The Legend of Zelda.
Oh my god, please.
Can we not?
Zora. I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that too, but we're getting off topic. So is there anything else we had missed?
I can't think of anything.
Cleo, anything? Little tidbits to talk about now?
Oh yeah, they went into space. Mac finished making the drive, and they went into space with the last of the gravitonium.
I love the fact they took Deke into space. He's like, I spent my whole life on the lighthouse, and here I am at the lighthouse again.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm going to space again.
Again.
Yeah, it's good. Well,
everything's fine.
He's going with Daisy, and it kind of Daisy takes his hand, and she's like, "I'm glad you came with us." Like she did it as a friend gesture, and he looks at her like, "Oh, you like me?" And I'm like, adults.
He doesn't know, though. I mean, he's like,
I know.
Sounds so. He's like a child. He really, really, really is.
Yeah, grandchild.
Well, yeah, he's a grandchild, but no, he really is like a child. He's really, because they didn't have. He didn't go to like school like we know. He didn't have time to grow up. You grew up and
they put you in history for 2 years of your life, and then you move up.
Yeah, you didn't grow up like we do now, where the natural progression of things is that you grow up and you mature, blah blah blah. He didn't get that.
No, I mean, you just have to look at Flint to see how Deke grew up, because you had to scavenge to survive, do what you had to, and Deke probably started as young or younger as Flint.
Yeah.
I forgot that Flint existed.
I know, and I miss him. Yeah. He's adorable.
But yeah.
the Earth back together. Can we see that, please?
Yeah, so
right.
I mean,
I hope that's like an after credit scene at the end of the season.
Right. Well, I mean,
so we go back
he doesn't. There's no childhood.
Yeah.
And so when he comes to Earth and he's able to do what he wants to do, be able to go outside and stuff, it's like he's
and get your garbage ice cream.
He's garbage ice cream, stare at the sun, hug a tree, child things.
He's regressing. He's regressing back to a kid.
Can we please take Deke to Disneyland?
Yes, Deke needs to go to Disneyland. I'm still waiting for Steve Rogers and crew to go to Disneyland because they have to go.
It'd be kind of weird though because
it's a war criminal.
It's yeah.
I think this guy's a war criminal, but I'm required to show these.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. But that was my 2 cents at the end there.
Your gym teacher, Rachel.
My gym teacher. All right.
Okay, I think that is...
I think we're done.
I think we're done. We can talk about Deke forever because he's adorable.
We can.
But we can talk about him more next episode. So with that has been our show. Rachel, where can people find you?
You can find me at VikingWitch76 on Twitter and at VikingWitch on Twitch. I'm hoping to be streaming some new stuff soon. I put in some applications for different servers and stuff like that. I'm hoping to get started real soon. So interesting stuff. It's going to be all secret right now.
Come play with us. Come play with us, Danny. And Cleo, where can people find you?
They can find me at Cleomoto on the socials, and you can find me on Etsy at Cleomoto Crafts, where I sell Disney crowns, princess crowns, and Wonder Woman tiaras, and Black Panther stuff's coming soon. I
am all here for. And you can find me and all of my Giggles and Gore and Monsters and Mayhem on Twitter, tweeting me throughout the rest of life at TNorland. That is TONOWGRELAND. Join the Norland Society. This has been the Episode 2 podcast for Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. You can follow us right here on Twitch, where you may or may not be watching us right now. If you can't catch us here, then you can catch us on YouTube, where we'll be uploading this later at ASRTV Podcast. Important links down below: Facebook, Twitter, Google+, MySpace, all the things that you love. Join our Discord and talk to us, and it'll be great, and it'll be fun. We can talk about all your favorite things. Good night, everybody.